Do you ever feel overwhelmed by the ever-changing world of technology? Tech It Out can help make some sense of it all. Breaking down geek speak into street speak, technology columnist, author, and TV personality Mark Saltzman covers consumer technology each week for every listener. Mark tackles the latest news, reviews, and how-tos to help you understand what's hot, what's not, and why.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tech It Out. This is episode 376 and the first all-new show of 2025. In fact, it's a big episode as it's the first of a two-parter tied to the Consumer Electronics Show, CES for short, which just wrapped up in Las Vegas. That's where I'm recording this show right now. I'll tell you more about CES in a moment. But I did want to start off the show to say that my thoughts and prayers are with those affected by the horrible wildfires in Southern California, in LA, outside of LA. I know this show airs in many of those markets, like on The Patriot, KEIB in Los Angeles. I hope you're all doing okay. The images coming out of the area are horrific, and I've talked to many colleagues and friends there, and it's frightening. So I hope you're doing okay, thinking about you as tens of millions of others are as well, and hoping that you can get past all this and that the fires can be contained. All right, so I am here in Las Vegas at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. If you weren't aware, this is a massive annual tech convention that lets those in the industry, like yours truly, try out tomorrow's technology today. So it's for journalists, analysts, retailers, and so on, all to kick the tires on what's coming down the road. This is the show, by the way, that first introduced the VCR in the 70s, the CD player in the 80s, HD TV in the 90s, and driverless cars a decade ago. For CES 2025, it's AI everything, which you're going to hear a lot about this hour. And so today's Tech It Out, and on next week's program, it's tied to some of the most mind-blowing innovations from CES, whether it's my take on what's hot or interviews with other tech experts like Lance Ulanoff from Tech Radar. He's editor-at-large for that popular publication. We'll chat with Mario Armstrong this hour. He's a regular guest on this show. I'll also have LG on the program to chat about its transparent TV and wireless TV and what that means. And we'll also hear about other wild stuff here at CES. We have a packed show to get to, so let's get to it. Tech It Out is powered by Intel Core Ultra Series 2 PCs, those AI-powered laptops that I'll tell you more about shortly, and garnered a lot of buzz at the show as well. But let's officially kick off this brand new Tech It Out. All right, so I caught up with Lance Ulanoff, editor-at-large for Tech Radar, part of the Future family. Great to see you. I hope your show's been going well. I've been reading your articles. How you holding up?
I'm all right. It's been a long run, but it's a very exciting show. There's so much to see.
What number CES is this for you?
It might be, I think, 23.
Yeah, similar. All right, so I know you've seen a lot. Your brain's probably swimming with things that you've seen. Anything stand out as we're nearing the end of the show and I grabbed you for 5 minutes?
You know, a couple of things. Certainly the rollable display on a laptop from, it was a ThinkBook Gen 6.
Lenovo, yeah.
Lenovo thing. Yeah, and the screen starts at 14 inches and it rolls out to 16.7. And it's an OLED display, so it just rolls into the little hinge right there. I thought that was really cool.
What would be an application for that? Like, let's say something like you want to watch a movie, so 14 is good for work, but now you want to...
Well, honestly, I think it's really a productivity thing. It's about people who are on the road and are frustrated because they don't have that extra screen that they usually have. And so suddenly the screen they're working on is almost twice as big. So it's vertical. It's you're not going to turn it sideways, but it's still, and it's not just a concept. That's what I liked. I was impressed that they're bringing it to market for real. I think it's going to be about $3,500.
Wow. All right. So not cheap, but if you're a on-the-go professional and you can take advantage of something like this, awesome. So that's from Lenovo in the laptop space.
Yeah.
What else have you thought of?
I went to, so I actually went to a couple of keynotes that really blew me away, and a lot of them were focused on AI. AI is everywhere here. So BMW is doing the BMW Panoramic iDrive, and it is a complete overhaul of the dashboard, end-to-end screens, and not just screens, but screens that, tell you things about yourself and about how you use the car and try and be more engaged. So they're pulling together all the data that they have to try and make your driving more productive, more interactive, and it looked amazing. It was kind of beautiful, and again, the fact that it's actually coming to all BMWs that can support it this year, that's a big deal. Ones that are coming out later this year.
So again, it's not just an aesthetic thing or a cosmetic upgrade to a dashboard or.
Not at all. I mean, AI was ever. Delta, of course, celebrated their 100th anniversary.
Big party at the Sphere with artists like Lenny Kravitz.
It was one of the most eye-popping keynotes I've been to in a very long time. But they're doing a concierge service, which is AI-based, and again, starting to, all of these companies, what they're trying to do is reach out into other parts of your life, but to make their services better, and they're doing it all with AI. So Delta has Delta Concierge that they're coming out with, and they're going to update the seat backs and all that. So I can't think of a single company that did not mention AI, quite honestly.
But again, to your point, hopefully not just for AI's sake, but just because it could truly make the product or the experience better for the customer.
Right. Well, I called this year an inflection point because last year was kind of the coming out party for AI, and everybody's like, AI, they just wanted to say it. But this year we saw the practical use. This year we saw how it's going to impact products and services this year. Your televisions, your software, your cars, anything that you can think of, there's going to be some thread of AI in there. What Samsung is doing in particular, like really pulling together all these somewhat disparate services into a whole that is driven by AI is really impressive. Smart things that the ecosystem they've been trying to get us excited about forever is really, really coming to the fore with AI, and Bixby's going to be in there. They're even putting smart things in a boat, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, I saw that little mini yacht they had at their booth.
Yeah.
And, okay, so then why don't we end off, Lance, on the other end of the spectrum? We've talked about practical tech. What about, we often see wild and weird things here at CES. Anything top of mind for you?
Yeah, I just had a conversation with Realbotics Aria. She's a humanoid robot that looks like a woman, that talks and looks at you and moves her hands around and makes a gesture for a selfie. And there's actually quite a few humanoid robotics here. There's a lot of activity in that space. Now, the stuff we're seeing here, the things that are most real are the ones that look like they're going to factories. The ones that look more like us, well, that's a little bit more like futuristic, but still wild stuff.
Yeah. Okay, awesome, Lance. Great to see you. So Lance Ulanoff, of course, editor-at-large at TechRadar. Read his stuff at techradar.com. You can follow him on socials. Always great to see you. Have a great rest of your show.
Thanks for having me on. It was great seeing you.
All right, for the 3 minutes or so we've got left for this block, I'm going to share a couple of highlights from the Consumer Electronics Show from my vantage point. And later on in the program, I'll also share more that I recorded on the showroom floor. But now that I'm in a quieter hotel room, I'll share a couple of other highlights. One is called the Orzen Zip. It looks like a flip phone. Remember those clamshell flip phones? But it's a projector. So when it's folded, it looks like one of those flip phones. When you open it up, it's kind of like a Z-shaped device, and it projects a high-definition image with autofocus onto a wall or ceiling. And it's got that, again, a dual-hinge gimbal with 180 degrees of flexibility so you can move it around. So if the kids are having a sleepover, they don't normally have a TV in the room, the kids want to watch a Disney movie before they go to bed, they can lie on the floor or on the bed and watch a movie on the ceiling, something that the kids would like, or use it for presentations in the boardroom and then bring it home, if you will, because it can fit in your pocket. You can also project content from your phone without needing Wi-Fi using this device, or there is a tiny HDMI dongle that you could use as well. There's touch controls, integrated stereo speakers that simulate surround sound, and battery life that tops almost 2 hours between charges if you don't plug it in. Again, it's called Zip, from a company called Orzen, Aurzen. Very cool. Another neat pick, Lance just talked to you about a laptop. Here's another one. If you care about the environment and you need a laptop this spring, coming in April is from Acer. It's called the Aspire Vero 16. It's an example of the company's commitment to carbon neutrality because the chassis is made with more than 70% post-consumer recycled plastic, like water bottles that have been recycled, and bio-based oyster shell material. Yes, from oysters. yet it's still said to be durable thanks to MIL Standard 810H certification. So very durable, so no trade-offs. It's a CES 2025 Innovation Award honoree. This green but mean 16-inch laptop has an Intel Core Ultra processor Series 2, up to 32 gigs of memory, and up to 2 terabytes of storage. And speaking of Intel Core Ultra processors, just a quick shout out to Intel, the title sponsor on this program. Tech it out, and then we're going to jump right back into the best of CES. Intel Core Ultra 200 series processors are scaling AI PC capabilities to desktop platforms and ushering in the first enthusiast desktop AI PCs. So not just laptops, but desktops as well. These new computers significantly cut power usage while retaining outstanding gaming performance. The result is a cooler and quieter user experience elevated by new AI gaming and creation capabilities enabled by the AI PC. By bringing AI PC features to enthusiasts for the first time, the Intel Core Ultra 200S series processors deliver up to 50% faster performance in AI-enabled creator applications, and that's against competing flagship processors. More info is at intel.com. That's intel.com. When we return on Tech It Out, we're going to catch up with our buddy Mario Armstrong for some of his picks from the show. You've seen him on a million TV stations, no doubt, both local and national ones. We'll chat with LG. I'll share some of my favorites from CES and a lot more, including some of the 50 best items that I wrote about for USA Today, a special awards package. So a lot more Tech It Out coming right up after this short break.
Listen to Tech It Out whenever you want. Find the Tech It Out podcast at iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Tech It Out. It would not be CES without running into my bud, Mario Armstrong, of course, tech lifestyle expert who's on this show all the time. And he's doing a bunch of TV interviews right beside where I am. So I had to grab him for a few minutes. First of all, you look great. It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you holding up so far with this crazy show, CES?
My feet, they are sore already. So,
all right, we need some smart shoes here.
We need some smart shoes. We're talking 4,800 exhibitors. It's like the equivalent of 43 football fields. So you and I can't see it all.
Yeah,
but
impossible.
I've hit all my steps already, and it's what, not even afternoon yet?
Yeah, your Fitbit is smoking, actually. All right, so you're doing a bunch of TV interviews, so you're having a lot of fun. You've been doing hits all morning.
All morning long, and I partnered up with some great brands that are here. Like I mentioned, there's 4,800 exhibitors, but I only have like 5 products. But these are really hot categories that a lot of people are talking about.
So without further ado, tell us what you've been chatting about this morning.
Yeah, one is like for the home, the kitchen, the place where we frequent the most.
Yeah.
Lots of appliances and things are coming out for that. But what I've been checking out is the LG's newest Counter Depth Max. Their refrigerator, it's got 0 clearance hinges, which means now it can finally fit French doors, thin design, but in a small space. And you know how you open up those refrigerator doors and you're always getting those dings because it's hitting the counters?
Yeah.
No more.
Especially those who are in a condo or an apartment. Yeah.
Absolutely. And in small spaces, this is going to give you a nice elevated design and a look and feel. And it's got some other features in there. They have the ability to have Slim Space Plus, say that 3 times real fast, which adds more shelf space. And LG's cooling technology keeps the food fresher longer. So that was really cool to see.
I love when they introduced a couple of years ago the Craft Ice Maker, because I'm a fan of old fashions, some really good bourbon. So they have these, they make those huge spheres of ice that you would otherwise get at a bar or something. So I love it. So it's great.
Yep.
All right.
So it's great for drinks because you don't want your drink to get watered down. You got to have the right sphere.
And it has to look as good as it tastes. That's my whole thing. All right. So, hey, I know for everything you're chatting with us about today, we're not going to talk pricing because in most cases it's not even out yet. This is CES is a preview, a look at where we're going in the near future. So we're going to plug a website where not only can you get links to check out the official website for these, but you can also see Mario talking about this in action since this is radio or podcast. Why don't we now shift from the kitchen to audio?
Okay, yeah, JBL is here. They have 2 new products that they unveiled. The JBL's Tour 1 M3. Those are the stylish headphones that you see right here, which are really great because they got 70 hours of playback on them. They're super lightweight, great great for travel, great for work and play. Advanced noise cancellation on them as well. So that was a great feature to kind of see. And then you got the JBL Party Box 520.
This thing's massive.
This is big. It's got a handle, it's got wheels, and it's pretty big. It's kind of like maybe a little bit bigger than a carry-on size luggage, maybe medium-sized luggage, but you can take this with you. It's got a light show on the front that bounces to the sounds of the music, and it's got Auracast technology built in, which means it can link to multiple JBL speakers.
I like that feature. Those headphones have that too, Auracast, which is pretty well.
Yeah, that's right. They do have that, which is pretty cool as well.
All right, so JBL, of course, upping their game. This thing is huge.
It is. And smart homes are always big too. So I know we're talking about audio, but one of the other things in the home that's really big is ecobee. Ecobee's here. They're really focusing on smart security. Everybody's got doorbells now with cameras on them. So what they have launched is their new bundle, the ecobee Total Savings and Security Bundle, which has their smart doorbell camera, their smart thermostat premium, and the smart sensors, which you can obviously control now all through your phone.
These are basically occupancy sensors, so you're getting room by room temperature, because it does vary, right? Like, your bedroom may be warmer than, say, the kitchen. So I love that.
That's exactly right. And what's great about it is it's got 24/7 monitoring as well, so that you can be able to see into it. And when you're on your phone, you're actually seeing into what's actually happening in your house, and you can control so many different things.
All right, so ecobee is rocking a bundle here.
Yes.
Now let's move to pool cleaning.
Pool cleaning robots. I know you're just ready to see more robots.
I'm never sick of them, to be honest. I know CES is, obviously you're joking, there's no shortage of them.
Right.
But what's with this new Aper model?
Yeah, Aper's got the Scuba X1 Pro Max is actually what it's called. This is great. It can vacuum the walls. It can deep dive. It can clean out everything that's falling into your pool. One of the biggest problems with cleaning a pool, I have one, I know the problem, is the water line. And so the fact that it has 3D mapping technology, it can actually go across the surface and clean the water line as well. So that was really powerful, a lot of fun with that. And then in the home, backup energy. We're seeing a lot of power outages, snowstorms across the country. In my hometown on the East Coast, lots of power outages there through the snow. So we got EcoFlow is here, and they have announced their biggest product now, the Delta Pro 3, which can handle, like 99% of your appliances, refrigerators, heating systems.
In the event of an outage.
In the event of an outage. It's
you can also take that camping, RVing.
You can take it on the go. You really can. It's got wheels, it's got a handle. And, a lot of businesses are from home now. So if you get a power outage, you're out of business. So it's great to have something that's not gas generated that you can actually do in your home as well.
Awesome, Mario. Well, I don't want to be out of business. I got to get back on TV,
yes,
as do you. Thank you so much for carving out 5 minutes to chat. And we're going to chat again tomorrow for some other gadgets that you found here at the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show. But what's the website we should go to?
bestofces.com.
Thanks so much, Mario. See you soon. All right, buddy. All right, so I recorded that interview with Mario on the first day of this show. I think it was the 7th. And then I interviewed him again to chat about different products altogether on the 8th. So when we return on Tech It Out, we're going to play that as well. And as promised, I'm going to share more of my highlights from CES. I did a bunch of TV interviews as well and handpicked some wild stuff, including a laptop that has, get this, up to 32 hours of battery life. I've never seen that. So I'm going to share that. I'll also tell you about some new kids' toys that have high tech to it that I think parents are going to like, because one of them doesn't have a screen at all. I know that's a concern among many. We're also going to hear from LG's Frank Lee, who lives in Seoul, South Korea, and he runs the home entertainment marketing division for LG Electronics. So we're going to hear about some of their latest TVs and soundbars. There was also a big announcement with will.i.am for portable music as well. So a lot more Tech It Out to get to this special Vegas edition, Vegas baby edition, tied to the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show. Stick with us. We'll be right back after this.
Want to follow Mark? Google him. Mark with a C and Saltzman with a Z. Breaking down geek speak into street speak. This is Tech It Out. Tech It Out with technology columnist, author, and TV personality Mark Saltzman.
Welcome back to Tech It Out. As promised, I caught up with Mario Armstrong again the following day, where we were, again, both doing TV work beside one another, so I can grab him for a few minutes and hear some more of his top picks from the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show. Here's that chat. All right, back again with the Mario Armstrong, tech lifestyle expert. Who said, "Well, come on, You've been doing this for so long, Mario, and you've done so many TV interviews as well. Always a pleasure chatting with you.
Likewise.
I know there's a lot of great tech to get to. So why don't we jump in? This is day 2 for CES right now.
It is.
Where do you want to start?
Oh my gosh! I mean, there's so many cool things happening. I mean, partnered up with some awesome brands that I'm excited to talk about. I went to TCL's event last night, and they showed me their new TV, the QM6K TV, which is great. You know, this mini LED technology that's out that people are really excited about. Brighter colors, richer contrast, more realism. 98 inches. You think it's too big for your house, and then you're like,
no such thing.
No such thing. And I think with Super Bowl coming and things like that, people are going to be looking to upgrade anyway. So that was a lot of fun. TCL also has their new tablet, the Next Paper Plus. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah, wow, I love the matted finish.
The matted finish is great. Then if you hold down the smart key for a couple seconds, kind of goes into this e-ink display that's really nice for like reading books and things of that nature.
Outside, because you can't do that on an iPad.
You cannot do that. Oh, man, you always come up with the other things that I don't think about. That's exactly right.
Not to knock Apple. They make great products, but you can't read an iPad easily in the sunlight. But that's awesome. That's a really cool feature.
That's a really great one. Okay, so a couple of things in the home. One functional thing is smart thermostats. So the Honeywell Home X2S is a smart thermostat that you could upgrade to. It's under $80, connects to Wi-Fi, and it's Matter enabled, so it can connect to other smart home devices. Easy to install too, so that was kind of cool. But for fun, I really love what Govi's always up to. They got the Table Lamp Pro 2. So this is a table lamp that's got JBL speakers in it.
Yeah.
So it sounds amazing, but it's also got this cool light show, dances to the music and all of that.
Looks like a modern day lava lamp.
Exactly like a modern day lava lamp. And it's a great for a party of one, but if you want to rock out and have a vibe, you can connect these with others and you can have your friends over and have a good time.
Yeah, Govi's a great company.
Govi's a lot of fun, and their booth is amazing. Have you seen their booth this year?
I haven't, not yet, no.
Oh, my, you got to stop.
2.5 million square feet of showroom floor space. It's a little tough.
I know, 43 football fields, and I know you're in shape, but I can't expect you to run over the whole thing.
I think you need better glasses, but let's now move on to, they're very stylish though, just not
That's
functional.
what the AI told me to say. I prompted, I said, what to say nice about Mark? And it said that.
Nice. Smart door locks are very convenient because if you forget your keys, we were maybe latchkey kids, key around the neck on a shoelace.
Right. Yeah,
but now it's all very different.
It's very different, and so Schlage has come out with the Arrive Smart Wi-Fi deadbolt. This is a really great starter too for like first time getting into it. It's push button, I should say. Yep. It lights up too, so it's backlit, and you can do up to 250 access codes. I don't have 250 people to give it to.
But the idea is that you can send it to a babysitter, a dog walker, a technician, a house cleaner.
That's right, and family and friends, relatives that want to come by that you want to allow to come into your home securely and safe. So that was really great to see. That'll be out this spring. It's not out just yet.
Schlage Arrive.
Yes. And then lastly, lots of stuff going on around backup power. This thing has been, you've been seeing a lot of this over the years.
And also yesterday you were telling me about a cool product, and I think it's really important, not just because we're seeing more of these brownouts and blackouts because of natural disasters, but even for those who want to get off the grid, but still want those modern conveniences at home, but they go camping or glamping.
Oh, glamping. I was about to say, that's more me.
RVing. These big backup batteries are great, and they're not gas generators, not as noisy or smelly, and you can't use gas generators in an apartment or a condo.
In the house. That's right. Absolutely, you can. And, you can power
indoors at all.
Indoors at all, really, yeah. You can power all your devices through it.
So is that from Jackery?
This is Jackery. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, this is also solar. The generator, this is solar 3000 V2 is the model number for this. It's got handles on it, so you can kind of take it with you. Yeah. And I do like the fact that it also can back up things. I'm thinking about people that work from home, too. A lot of business now works from home. If you lose that power, you're losing business. So Jackery can save you with that.
That's a great point.
And they got solar panels now. The first curved. Have you seen these curved solar panels?
Yeah, very cool. It tops it up. I don't know if it's enough to juice up the entire Jackery device because it's so massive, but it can top it up when you need it to.
Yep, absolutely. So that's just some of the stuff I'm seeing. I'm looking forward to some pet stuff. I'm big. I have a rescue dog, so I'm big into some pet technology.
Everything and anything here at the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show. What's the best website, Mario, for us to check out this stuff?
bestofces.com for sure. And if you're following me around the show at Mario Armstrong, I'll be doing some live streaming on Instagram.
Great seeing you. Have a great rest of your show.
You too, man. Hopefully we'll get a chance to hang out.
You know it. For the 2 minutes we have left for this block, I'll share a few other highlights for me. The ZenBook A14 laptop from Asus is the lightest 14-inch Copilot Plus or AI-powered laptop in the world at under 900 grams. Super light, up to 32 hours of battery life, which is insane. And it has a phone link feature that lets you manage calls and see notifications and transfer files between laptops and phones. Very smart. The Asus ZenBook A14 is available next month. Smart home tech is incredibly big here at CES. I know Mario Armstrong spoke about another smart deadbolt lock or Wi-Fi lock, but I really like the TP-Link Tapo DL100 because it gives you 6 ways to unlock your door by your fingerprint, a keypad, the Tapo app, Bluetooth, using your voice with the smart assistant or with backup keys. And similar to the other product we heard about, the companion app lets you create temporary codes for guests to gain access to your home certain days of the week, certain times of that day, like a babysitter or a cleaning person or something. So tp-link.com has more on the DL100 smart Wi-Fi door lock. Tonybox is an incredibly popular screen-free entertainment system for kids 3 and up. They were at CES with a really cool booth. You place these little Tony figures on top of the soft speaker and it launches the audio content from Peppa Pig to Disney, Sesame Street, and so many others. In fact, I think I saw 250 figures that are now available for Tonybox. Crazy. Super popular. Again, parents like the fact that there's no screen. I also love that parents and grandparents can even record messages and stories for their kids using the My Tony's app, which then plays on the Tonybox. Love that. Tonys.com has more. And one more pick before we take a short break for content creators on the go. The SanDisk Creator Phone SSD or solid state drive is an all-new drive specifically designed for producing content on the move. It magnetically attaches to the back of any MagSafe compatible smartphone like an iPhone 16 with capacities up to 2 terabytes. That's a lot. So you can shoot video directly onto that, supporting Apple ProRes 4K video capture at 60 frames per second. So you won't run out of storage on your phone itself. You can shoot directly to the drive. It's brand new, super thin and light. Love it. SanDisk.com has more on the Creator Phone SSD. All right, we're going to be right back with LG to hear about what's new in TVs and audio. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Breaking down geek speak into street speak. Check it out. Hosted by Mark Saltzman.
Welcome back to Tech It Out. We cover cybersecurity a lot on this program and how you can best protect yourself in the digital age, even if you're not super tech savvy. One part of the solution is securely shopping online. And so I'm thrilled about my partnership with Visa on Tech It Out, as they've made some significant investments in fraud prevention over the past 5 years, as much as $10 billion. Yes, that's billion with a B, to support Visa's brand promise to protect the financial information of individuals and businesses. Zero liability means peace of mind when you shop online using your Visa card. There can be no half measures when it comes to cybersecurity, which is why the company takes an aggressive and multi-layered approach to combating the rising threat of malicious software and other threats by well-funded and global criminal enterprises. Read more about Visa and how securing the world's payments is priority one at visa.com/security. That's visa.com/security. All right. He somehow still has a voice left after talking for days on end. I'm standing here with Frank Lee. He's with, of course, LG Electronics, home entertainment marketing, based in Seoul, but great to see him here in Sin City in Las Vegas at the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show at the LG meeting space above your massive booth. But first of all, it's great to see you, Frank. It's been a couple of years probably.
Well, again, thank you, Mark. I mean, it's so great that I've seen your evolution in terms of your role, in terms of really helping people understand tech and getting a good handle on that.
Thank you.
Me on my side to be able to keep coming to you and sharing with you some of the innovations and cool things that we're doing in the tech world.
Yeah, appreciate that. It's been a massive show for LG here. I saw you work the room yesterday talking to a couple of dozen reporters at once, but I've got you one-on-one to share, I guess, some of your highlights. I know it's like asking a parent to pick a favorite child, but there's so much here, and we are standing around these beautiful, massive televisions, so maybe that's one place to start.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of buzz, including what I've talked talked a lot about on TV and in articles and on the radio is your wireless T, your signature wireless T television. It is truly something we have not seen before. Could you let our listeners know about it?
Yeah, so, we all know the importance and the value of having a television. So outside of the home theater, cinematic experience, the video game experience you could have with your televisions, we also know that as everyone is getting larger and larger TVs, the one thing people have said to us is when the TV is turned off, it's this big piece of black glass that dominates the room. It's almost like the eye of Sauron is in your living room, and you got to work around it. So the idea now with the LG Signature OLED T, now when the TV is turned off or in transparent mode, it becomes an object of design. In many ways, it's furniture. And that's the idea. We wanted to really integrate. You're no longer having to think that the television needs to be on the wall or near the wall. It can actually be in the middle of the room, whether it's a residential space that used to be an industrial space, so an open loft concept, or even in small environments, you can now define and demarcate the space in the way that you would like it from a utilization standpoint or a layout.
All right, so when you're watching TV, it's in opaque mode, let's call it, where you can't see through it, right? You're watching your favorite TV show or movie, you're watching sports, playing a video game, like any other TV. However, it's got that OLED screen, so it's absolutely stellar, something that LG's been leading in for well over a decade. But when it's off, you can either have it in transparent mode, and I'm just paraphrasing here, please correct me if I'm wrong, where it's like see-through, like a window, and you can see through it, or you can split the difference, if you will, and you have this T-Ob-J mode. You can see digital information superimposed on that see-through screen, like fish in an aquarium. So now that 77-inch TV, which is the size, by the way, is like a giant aquarium with virtual fish swimming around, but you can see through to the other side of the TV.
Right, that's exactly it. So when you are in that transparent mode, it could actually be no content, so that's no distraction. When you have friends come over, family and friends, the TV doesn't beg to be turned on, right? It just sort of blends in. It's not an obstruction. But when you want to use the OLED T, it could be to showcase your digital artwork, your NFTs, your photography, your images, and it could almost look like it's actually it enhances the three-dimensional effect of the image. It almost looks like a hologram.
Yeah, fair.
Depending on the content. So yes, when you're in that stage, it's almost just like a form of display. It's a gallery for you, and it's a nice complement. So there's this really versatile aspect of the television, but the point is it really looks great because of the transparent capabilities.
Right. It also looks great because it has this minimalist design,
yes,
in part because of something called the Zero Connect box. Instead of having cables and wires around the TV, which many of our listeners have, it's not pretty, but we just deal with it, or we try to tuck it away somehow. Yeah. This television supports LG's Zero Connect box, which I would love for you to explain, but essentially it's wireless transmission of images and sound.
That's right. So think about it. If all your peripheral accessories, if you still have a 4K Blu-ray player, if your PlayStation, your Xbox, your Nintendo Switch,
your TV box,
they do not need to be right up against the wall with the television. More importantly, when you pull them off, and people have tried this, you don't have to worry about snaking and hiding the cable under the rug or making holes in the wall and the floor. All you need to do is worry about the power, and now there's no cables between your accessories and the television. One popular way that people have been using our wireless TVs is a Zero Connect box. Because it can be placed up to 10 meters away, they've been hiding them in the coffee table or the ottoman. Or now you can put them away in the side where there's a media cabinet or a closet because it's using 5G technology. So it can penetrate, pretty much every material except for concrete and steel. So I'd be careful, or thick wood. But in this situation, the whole idea is that you don't have to worry about the clutter. So all your accessories, all your audio and video products can be tucked away or within reach, but the Zero Connect box frees you from all the cables.
Love it. All right, so the wireless T, the signature wireless T from LG Electronics, should it come out by the end of the year at some point? Price is to be determined, but obviously a very premium product. You can go to LG.com for more. Have a fantastic rest of your show. Energizer Bunny over here. Nice to see you, man. All the best.
Thank you, Mark.
We'll be right back with more Tech It Out.
Follow Mark Saltzman on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Listen to Tech It Out whenever you want.
All right. right, so as I mentioned, I'm here live in Las Vegas at the Consumer Electronics Show, recording this on set where I just did a bunch of TV interviews, so forgive the raspy voice. Similar to other segments this hour, it's kind of like a best of CES. Some of the highlights for me from this event that looks at tomorrow's technology today. That's what this is all about, where I get to kick the tires on stuff that's not out yet, so it's a lot of fun to share that with you. AI, as you can imagine, is one of the biggest buzzwords, and that's not just websites and services anymore, but baked into the hardware itself. So why don't we start off with the Lenovo Yoga 9i 2-in-1 Aura Edition. So this is one of those convertible PCs that bends from a laptop into a tablet on a hinge, and it's got that built-in Copilot Plus AI that is pretty common these days with new laptops. But with this new Lenovo version, it's really built on creativity. It's letting you create content faster with the AI, as well as a new yoga pen, a digital stylus. It's got longer battery life, so you can get more done in less time wherever you bring this device. But my favorite feature is a new Smart Share app that connects your smartphone to your laptop instantly through an AI virtual sensor. So you just tap your phone and then drag and drop to share and edit photos. Love that. Lenovo.com has more. Age tech is another huge trend here. Tech for aging adults. GrandPad is a purpose-built all-in-one tablet and phone designed specifically for adults age 75 and older to stay connected with family, friends, and caregivers. It's got large icons, easy navigation, built-in cellular connectivity, so you don't even have to connect it to Wi-Fi, and support from 24/7 expert customer care. GrandPad empowers aging adults to embrace technology confidently and independently. It addresses loneliness because you can video chat hands-free with loved ones. It also addresses limitations in hearing, vision, and dexterity. You don't even need to plug this into the wall to charge up, by the way, which, we take that for granted, plugging a little USB cable into the, underside of an iPad or something. This lets you just sit it against a charging mat, which is vertical, and it includes it, which is great. So it'll prop it up for a video call, but it'll start charging up immediately. So love that. It also introduces Grandy Chat. This is an AI-powered voice-first companion to help seniors explore hobbies, stay informed, and chat about interests. Grandpad.net has more on that. Next up, a pair of robots. First, for the millions of people who own a pool, indoor or outdoor, saltwater or freshwater, the Dream Z1 Pro cordless robotic pool cleaner is considered a breakthrough in pool cleaning technology because it eliminates the hassles of traditional corded cleaners while delivering powerful suction. No trade-offs. No matter the size or shape of the pool, the Z1 Pro accurately cleans every inch with its Pool Sense system that analyzes and adapts to each pool's unique shape. This pool cleaner features multiple modes, remote task assignment, so you can handle it all on an app, and it's got automatic poolside parking. It's available in March, but pre-orders start now. Here's another wild robot, but this one serves you cocktails. Nevada-based Rich Tech Robotics launched Scorpion at CES, an AI-powered single-arm beverage service robot that can offer customized drink recommendations based on your preferences and mood. So it can ask you how you're feeling, or what kind of drinks you like. Oh, I like old fashions, but I'm looking for something different. Or I'm having a steak right now, so I'd like something to go with it. It'll pair the right red wine for you, that kind of thing. Scorpion was designed to engage with customers with an interactive personality and entertaining presence that can provide an unforgettable experience to patrons. I'll drink to that. And finally, Honda debuted two concept electric cars here at CES, a sleek and sporty saloon and a spacious SUV, both of which are part of Honda's new Zero series, which features Honda's own operating system called Asimo, named after their famous robot. The software is level 3 autonomy, a world's first, allowing you to take your eyes off the road and your hands off the wheel in traffic. It will also leverage AI to learn your driving habits, as well as minimize energy costs. Look for Zero C's production models in 2026, and they're scheduled to be built in Ohio. As you can see, no shortage of amazing AI-powered tech, whether it's for aging adults or content creators or robot lovers, all here at the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. All right, so that is a lot to get to in a relatively short amount of time. Dozens and dozens of products were mentioned between Lance and Mario, Frank from LG, and myself. But there's more next week as well because it's such a massive show. Again, about 2.5 million square feet of showroom floor space. And I don't even know if that includes all the hotels and other surrounding facilities that host events for CES. BMW had something outside, and There were showcases at Caesars and Fontainebleau. Before we wrap up the show, I do want to give a shout out to Intel, the title sponsor on this program. The Intel Core Ultra Series PC's second edition had powered a lot of the laptops we saw last week in Las Vegas, letting you do more in less time from anywhere with longer battery life, more power, and AI creativity tools and productivity tools. Love it. Intel.com/AIPC has more. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. And I look forward to catching up with you next weekend for part 2 of our special tied to the Consumer Electronics Show. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.